Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Chinchilla. Welcome to the Smoke Show. You don't want it with me.
Say what the butch got. Pussy black with I'm your antidote. 6'2", damn bro, you heard me on this beat before. I'm finna swag it out. Let me in the pussy sweating. Hijack, drag me out. We're screaming, girl, tough it out. Looking like gives a fuck about. Richie got to kill. Anything else I don't know what you about.
I'm ready for it too.
She gon' shake it, like her and us. She gon' shake like her hands.
See you a gangster, don't impress me none. You see you a gangster, ain't seen a thing you done. I do it all myself, I ain't getting help from no one, Yeah, I'm young, 21, living in a crazy world, but I know the difference between a man and a girl. You frontin' like you got it, think they hating on your wallet. She telling you the time and you watch it. Living with my granny, used to be a big body, he survived it. She was 42, sent her for the kids, cause that's what mommies do. So I sweat that hard. So I sobered up, and my life stayed rushed, and now I think of you behind bars. It's just been good in Miami, you catch the charge, and my world.
San Francisco. We're live out here tonight. Adrien and Kat just ripped the stage. So we're going to have to get the exclusives on them tonight. Autumn J, and I'm here with Kat Dahlia. She just ripped the stage at Yoshi San Francisco. How you doing, Kat?
I'm chilling. I'm feeling good.
Right. So you're a rapper / singer. You have like a blend of genres. How did that come about?
I think it was just something organic and natural. It just happened on its own. I always listen to so many different types of music, and so the sounds that I listen to kind of intertwined into the music that I made.
I love your sound. You have a little bit of an accent, and you're from Miami, is that correct?
Yeah, I'm from Miami. Both my parents are Cuban, and yeah, grew up in the MIA, yo.
All right, very exotic. So how are you loving your music career so far? You have this hot single out, Gangster, and you're kind of gangster. I mean, that's my take, Total Access.
It feels good, you know. I got signed to a Vested in Culture under Sylvia Rohn within Epic, and it's been an amazing experience. I mean, I've been able to meet the best of the best in music, and I honestly love what I do. I love the creative world, and I love being able to write and be able to communicate to people through music and inspire and help people through situations emotionally. I think the best is when a fan comes up and is like, oh, you helped me through this situation, you know, I was here, I was through this, and you helped me up and I didn't feel alone, and that's always the biggest reward. So it feels good to be out and be able to see the influence that you make.
Absolutely. So I've listened to every single word of Gangster. For example, I mean, it's such a passionate, gritty, there's some pain in that song. Have you gone through some pain yourself? Did you write that song?
Yeah, I wrote that song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in a time where I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I was going through a lot of just rough things, you know. The world sometimes just gets so heavy on our shoulders, and we don't realize why it's so hard, you know? Like, why is it so hard? Why is the system set up so that we all have to fail? You know what I mean? Why is it that we're all constantly just living just so we can breathe, just to have our head poking out of the water just a little bit. You know, it's so hard to break through and live, you know, not a lavish lifestyle, but live happily, you know, because I don't know, so I don't want to rant, but all these things, you know.
We love you in the Bay Area, by the way. All your Total Access fans are out there. What's next for Kat? Give it to them. Let them know what you have coming up.
I got my album coming out in February, My Garden, so definitely check that out. And I got a couple singles coming up. I'm going to be featured on Khaled's album. Shout out to Khaled and shout out to Future. And yeah, it's dope. So more music and the album, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Give them your Twitter. Give them your Instagram.
My Twitter is at Cat Dahlia. My Instagram is at The Real Cat Dahlia.
Total Access fans, I'm here with your boy, Adrien Marcell of Oakland. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you guys. What's up, Adrien?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being on Total Access TV with all your fans. You just ripped the stage. How does it feel to finally, you've been working so hard. How does it feel to finally be pursuing what you've worked so hard for?
You know, it's a blessing. It's just hard work and dedication, you know what I mean, and a lot of focus that goes into it, and patience, you know what I mean, but patience is a virtue, and you know, and now, you know, I'm starting to see things come together and more shows and just seeing more people that appreciate the music that I'm doing, and it's all a blessing. It just gives me more motivation to keep going, you know.
Your voice is, I can't emphasize enough, Total Access. I have watched Adrien for so many years. His voice is polished. I mean, I can just timeline every show I've seen you perform. You've never sound horrible.
Oh my gosh, wow, that's crazy.
I don't even know what question to ask you about that. He's bomb, everybody. I'm sorry, I just have to gas up my boy, Adrien.
You know what it is? It's, you know, my road manager tells me all the time, you know, is when you're ready, you're ready. When this is what you do, this is all you've been wanting to do, there's no complaints, there's no excuses. It's ready. That's it. So whenever I can have something wrong with my ear, something wrong with my nose, I could be sick, my voice, it doesn't matter. There's no excuses. This is what I love to do, and I'm in God's hands. So when I go out on stage, I just give it my all, and it always just, like you said, it just comes out right. It's magic, I guess. I don't know. I don't question it. I just go with it.
So, you know, Total Access, I'm representing the fans. So your voice is like, you use it like an instrument. So please explain, did you study this? Where does this come from? I mean, you literally use your voice so perfectly. So,
I mean, I went to a charter school for high school, Oakland School for the Arts. I was in a lot of music programs, YMP, you know, at Berkeley and everything. My mother always kept me going with music and just staying focused. Again, you just have to really love doing it. I mean, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think about is singing. You know, so if that's how deep you love it, then you should be that good at it. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you should be that good at it. You know what I mean? And that's all I do. I always find new ways to hone, you know, my talent, because like you said, it is an instrument. I don't have to go polish it, you know, polish a horn or, you know, whatever. My instrument is my throat, and I have to take care of it. So, you know, it's a lot of discipline, but you gotta love to do it.
You have it so naturally. So let's talk about this mixtape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's off the hook.
Yeah, thank you.
As we say in the Bay Area.
Hey.
It's a bomb. I mean, there's a lot of passion. There's some heartache there. Did you write a lot of the songs on this mixtape, all of them?
Absolutely. Me and Jane Hancock wrote everything. Yeah, my good friend we went to Oakland School of the Arts together, grew up together. I mean, it's the way she reads me sometimes, the way she just studies me and understands what I go through in my relationships and things like that. And I'm not afraid to be vulnerable. I'm not afraid to show that, yes, I've been hurt. And that's what makes me who I am, so why hide that and try to do something else? You know what I mean? I'd rather talk about things that people can utterly relate to immediately. And I know that's what I've always related to. When I listen to Marvin Gaye, Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke, Donny Hathaways, Frankie Lyman's, that's what it's always
I was
about.
going to ask you who your influences were.
Absolutely. And I go back old school, but that's what it's about. R&B is the blues. It's the blues. And you can't be afraid to give the blues to R&B, you know?
Okay. I've never done an interview and seemed like just the craziest like groupie fan, but I love this guy. I just have to say that because I know
I thank you because it means a lot to me that people appreciate the music that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because a lot of hard work goes into it, you know?
Definitely. So let's talk about the collabs on this mixtape.
Yes.
Give us, who did you work with? Let everybody know that hasn't yet checked out the mixtape.
Right. Shame on you.
Right. You better check it out. So let's give it to them. Who have you worked with?
On the mixtape we got a lot of features. Again, Raphael Sadiq, my big unc, my big bro, man. We had Rick Ross. We had Wale. It's a lot more to come. It's a lot more to come. But we worked really hard on it. All the features as far as production. B-Rock, he's from Oakland. K-Porn, Justice League. 1500. I mean, it was a lot of just great talents that just came together, and it just bonded into the perfect project, in my opinion, for me, the perfect first impression. And we got another mixtape coming out week after next. So it's gonna be, work on an album. So I mean, it's a lot. Again, a lot of hard work, but at the same time, when you love doing it, it's easy.
So you're just nonstop. So we have more music to come. Total Access from Adrien Marcell. He is repping the Bay Area, Oakland, California, where he's from. He's a songwriter. He is a phenomenal singer. He uses his voice like an instrument. Please support your boy, Adrien Marcell. Adrien, we love you. Total Access loves you. Thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And more to come from Adrien Marcell. I'm your girl, Autumn J, reporting out.